access to safe, inclusive, and quality education is crucial in transforming the lives of individuals and communities. However, in Nigeria, Africa's most populous country, education remains a struggle for many school-aged children, limiting their potential to contribute positively to the country's development. Changing this narrative is the driving force behind the mission of the Partnership for Learning for All in Nigeria PLAIN program. PLAIN's mission is to bring about sustainable improvement in learning outcomes by addressing some of the major impediments to high-quality education. It believes all of Nigeria's children, particularly the most marginalized, girls, and those with special needs, deserve access to an education system that gives them the skills to build a brighter and more prosperous future.
The relationship that the UK has with Nigeria is incredibly important. The UK wants Nigeria to prosper and to develop, and to do so, it's important that all Nigerian children and youth get a high-quality basic education. This is the route for prosperity, for human development, to get skilled jobs and to build the nation.
The PLAIN program is a very important program, and we commend the FCDO for setting up the program. DAI leads a large consortium that includes FHI 360, the policy practice, site savers, to ensure that we're able to deliver high-quality education to people in Nigeria. We are the ones that have the agreement with FCDO to deliver PLAIN, and a number of other consortium partners are supporting that, but DAI is the main implementer. It's responsible for running the project, making sure that the milestones set out by FCDO are delivered, making sure that the results that was designed for the program are achieved.
The PLAIN program is a UK government-funded education program. It's actually a flagship program in Nigeria. It's one of the biggest education programs worldwide. Its objective is to strengthen state and non-state systems to transform learning. So far, we've been able to support the states where we're working to actually systematically look at their needs. So for instance, we conducted a study that showed that there are not enough teachers in the school. We already know this, but that data has been able to generate government interest. So it's a systemic thing. It's something that we provide the data and we provide the support for the government to do what the government needs to do.
To strengthen the role of school support officers and build the confidence of teachers in schools, PLAIN is working with the Universal Basic Education Commission and State Universal Basic Education Boards across Kaduna, Kano, and Jigawa States on the adoption of a standardized monitoring tool, use of an education dashboard, and lessons observation toolkit.
Unlike before, they receive the training, but they cannot be able to do it well. But now with the training delivered by the master trainers, now SSOs become familiar with their roles, especially in the area of conducting lesson observations.
Before PLAIN, as an SSO, we were trained on how to give support in schools, but by using paper form. We photocopy, we observe teachers, then we record everything down. When we are done, we forward everything to the head teachers. Then from the head teachers, they use their summary sheet, compile everything, then forward it to the LGC. Then the LGC will sit down and write on it, then forward it to the triple SO. Then from the triple SO to SUBEB. That was how we used to do it. But with PLAIN introduced us to an app called ODK, Open Data Kit, so that to simplify all these things. Now with the ODK, immediately we finish observing the teachers there, and then we will just forward everything that has been observed, and it will just go straight to the dashboard of the PLAIN, then they will see everything.
In its first year of implementation, Plain supported government to reach 554,648 learners with foundational learning materials and 10,845 teachers with corresponding teacher guides to aid classroom delivery through detailed lesson plans for literacy and mathematics.
We've tried to integrate some of the best international practices into the program. There's a growing use of mother tongue languages, Hausa in the north of Nigeria and Kanuri in the northeast, because we've discovered that children learn much more effectively if they start their primary schooling in a language that they and their communities understand. We're really trying to help the government to improve teacher training, deployment, and also to help Nigeria make best use of its own resources.
Iya kalma na iya karanta amma yanzu da aka kawo shi na iya karanta har Jamila. Shi wannan na Hausa. Abin da yake ban sha'awa shine in za ka yi karatun abin da yake dan baka sha'awa kaga dan wutan mutanen a jiki suna yin abin exactly a shi an rubuta. Shi kuma na lissafi za a nuna ga shi ga abin da za a raba ka yanda aka shi yake ban sha'awa. Kuma littafin ya taimaka min sosai. Kuma ina zuwa gida idan na je gida ina zaunawa ina natsuwa ina karanta shi daidai yanda aka mana duk ina yi shi.
Dan da malamai ba sa yin rukuni a aji kawai za a zuba yara ne kawai random. Da haka zuwan Plain mun sami malamai sun samu sauki wajen gabatar da aji, ma'ana wajen sauƙaƙa cunkoso na aji da kuma yadda za a yi koyarwa.
Da za ka ga yaro ya gama primary 6 from primary 1 to 6 bai iya karatu ba, amma yanzu da wannan training din da muka yi na Plain gaskiya yaro tun a primary 1 za ka ga ya iya karatu.
Plain works with master trainers and school support officers to train teachers on foundational learning skills, pedagogy, safeguarding, and inclusion. The training module was successfully accredited by the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, making it count towards the teacher's professional development.
Every year we have a fresh training, like a beginning of the year training. Then after that, at the beginning of each term, they do a refresher training, just to refresh their teachers' memory about the content knowledge, and also provide a kind of fill-in gaps they observed during school monitoring and evaluation, school visits.
In Kano State, the program partnered with government and the Nigerian Union of Teachers to train 8,202 head teachers, a laudable partnership which it hopes to replicate across states. With Plain support, 2,487 schools across 3 states have also been able to develop safeguarding plans and referral pathways, ensuring children feel safe to attend and learn in schools.
Plain has been hammering on working together with non-state actors, and they work with the Quality Assurance Department. With this collaboration, Quality Assurance Department, I think, has been able to include some private schools in their monitoring schedule or monitoring program, which hadn't been before this collaboration. It's a starting point because the Act does not allow us to relate with non-state actors or private schools, so to speak, but I think with this collaboration and then like some I can call it some advocacy, we have maybe trying to see how we can come together, work with the non-state actors.
The program is strengthening education systems across both state and non-state schools, facilitating financial inclusion and improvement of foundational learning skills in privately owned schools and faith-based schools, such as the integrated Quranic and Sangaya education schools, which are very popular in the north.
In the previous years or in the subsequent plans, in that all interventions are targeting public schools, while non-state school or private school are being left out. So this time around, a forum is being created whereby it will look at how government intervention and the investment in education will also cover non-state schools because they are providing the services. If they all close, the public school cannot cater and provide the services. So that invariably they are supporting the government in delivering on its mandate.
In Jigawa State, Plain worked with the Ministry of Education to champion a public-private partnership now endorsed by the state government. This led to the formation and development of a 5-year strategic plan for a multi-sectorial forum with a mission to strengthen the quality of education in the state.
Plain has supported the review of some of the educational policies that really bring about reforms in terms of education service delivery.
So for us at the federal level, what we do is basically policy formulation, of course in conjunction with all stakeholders, all the states, ministries of education, other partners, both local and international partners. Together we formulate policies and we ensure implementation, that the states implement according to the policies that are formulated.
The Plain program is partnering with government to drive a positive change in Nigeria within and beyond classroom walls. It is bringing education closer to children who are out of school through the establishment of 200 community learning hubs manned by passionate volunteer facilitators.
Out-of-school children and drop-out children, they were able to go back to school through the Learning Hub program.
That Learning Hub, because it's an informal setting, it gives the children the ability to actually showcase their talents, their intellect, and their ability to express themselves. They are not inhibited. They have the freedom to express themselves, and it's really helping. People who normally will take probably a year or more to learn the alphabets and basic figures and all that are doing what a primary 3, or a basic 3 or basic 4 people will do. So it's a wonderful thing.
In coming years, Plain hopes to further strengthen school systems through a process of assessment, evaluation, and development planning.
So we're really looking at a whole school development approach. We're not doing piecemeal, you just train the teachers or you just supply materials, but we're doing a holistic approach where the head teachers are seen as the managers of the school. They are seen as the real leaders. Unless head teachers have the authority and the capability to run a school efficiently and professionally, schools will continue to remain the way they are. So our focus is on the support of head teachers, in addition, of course, to making sure that those head teachers are able to mentor and support classroom teachers to deliver good quality learning. So it's a whole school development approach which we are very excited about.